Loan Tech is going to help you convert your online leads for free.
Yeah.
And you can work with them for free for 6 months.
Nice.
If you join NAMB, that's NAMB, the National Association of Mortgage
Professional Brokers.
Professionals.
And why not?
It's like $50, guys. You're helping advocate for our industry.
Yeah.
Check it out. Loan Tech is absolutely off the charts cool. You can get there by clicking this banner right over there, or on Facebook. It is straight up above. Now, on with the more important stuff for the day. David Stevens, my uncle. Roll that back down. David Stevens, my uncle. He's not. The Mortgage Bankers Association says, don't look for an FHA reduction in MI. And he's right.
You know
I mean,
why?
he's Dave Stevens.
Yep, that's why. Okay, so here's the deal. If you recall, when the Trump administration took over, the previous administration via HUD and Julian Castro had asked for an FHA MI cut. Then they immediately split. Their term was up.
And then, okay, so Trump, the president, and Carson, the HUD director, came in and looked at the proposed cut in MI and said, well, we really can't do this.
Right, so then everyone in housing, or those with knowledge of housing, said, see, Trump and Carson are keeping costs to you
mother-
average James Joe's up, man.
Son of a
They're
biscuit
screwing
eater.
the middle class, man.
That's pretty much what happened. Now, it's a little sneaky here, right? Because
Right.
Carson didn't change anything.
Right.
He just didn't do what the previous HUD head, that being Julian Castro, had requested. That being cut the mortgage insurance.
Right, now, we said at the time that this was a political move.
And it was.
It was.
Totally.
HUD head Castro under Obama requested a drop in MI, a drop in cost to consumers, knowing full well that the cut would be catastrophic to the FHA Mortgage Insurance Fund. Castro knew that his replacement, Ben Carson, would have no choice but to cancel the cut in cost.
So it's totally political.
Totally political.
And as we all know, when you tell somebody an item, and Frank, it doesn't matter what it is, but
Right.
any item is going to cost more, people get totally pissed off.
That's right. In short, FHA under Castro left a big giant go screw yourself bomb sitting on the desk of the incoming director.
That's right.
Castro basically tried to sabotage Ben Carson on day one.
He really did. When you're looking back, it becomes very, very easy to see.
Yeah.
Now, here's what really kind of ticks me off, guys. It's the job of our government to do what's in the best interest of people like us. You know, the American people.
Yeah.
That's why we elect our crooks now, isn't it? Yet Castro,
Right.
the outgoing director, decided that his last action would be purely a political play.
Right.
That being, let's put in for a cut and fee, knowing full well that any such cut and fee would put the mortgage insurance congressionally mandated minimum at risk.
Right. And that sucks.
Kind of.
Because that's politicians putting their party affiliation and politics above the best interest of the country.
So, Ben Carson looked at the drop in MI fee to consumers and he said, well, we just simply can't do this.
Can't do it.
And then all these partisan groups said, well, clearly Ben Carson has no idea what the F he's doing. I mean, sure, he's the greatest brain surgeon the world has ever known, but he has no idea how to run HUD. And now we have proof, guys. Carson stopped a move that would have made owning a home financed with FHA cheaper.
That's true. Castro totally screwed Carson over in his little maneuver.
You're right, and we now know that according to Dave Stevens, who's the head of the Mortgage Bankers Association, that if the Castro MI cut had gone through, the Mortgage Insurance Fund of FHA, the congressionally mandated fund to stay above 2%, would have fallen below 2%.
That's right.
That means FHA would have had to take a taxpayer bailout.
That's right. And that bailout would have made Ben Carson look bad, while Julian Castro was laughing because he caused it. But it would have come at the expense of us, the taxpayers.
So ask yourself, I mean, what type of total jackass would purposely screw the populace for a personal vindictive reason?
I guess that would be a real jackass, Brian. I mean, I don't know.
Exactly, Frank.
I guess, right? So Carson
Exactly, Frank.
So Carson did not drop the MI cost, right? And as a result, FHA is still solid.
Ta-da!
Right. Though not to the level we'd like to see, of course. It can always be better. But Carson, he took a few blows because of Castro's jerk move of suggesting lowering the MI fee.
But here's what you guys all need to know. And by the way, I gotta tell you right now, this Castro, Carson, Castro is probably pretty hard to follow.
Yeah.
We should have given them fake names. Here's what you guys all need to know. Of all the talk about FHA dropping their MI that we're hearing right now, lots of people are saying FHA, is a life sentence, because you always have to keep it. FHA is today's version of student loans, that being a talking point that gets built up to be a problem bigger than it is.
That's right. And FHA, it's still a great loan.
It is.
In fact, an
like
awesome
the best
loan. FHA is today's subprime, if you think about it. I mean, it's subprime borrowers with an A paper rate and product.
And you're absolutely right. So listen, guys, don't run away from FHA. Run towards it. Don't worry about the MI, because at the end of the day, it is reasonable.
It is. In short, FHA still a great, great loan.
It is, but like the story of how we got here with Castro in the previous administration,
Right.
with Carson with a new one, we saw them playing politics.
Yeah.
With our ability to own homes and what we're going to pay.
Yeah, with our lives and our money.
That's crazy.
Ben did the right thing.
Ben did the right thing. And
Good
by the way,
stuff.
if it looks like I'm like trying to stay away from Hank, my back hurts, so I have to keep a leg pushed out here. But we should take a picture, a back-to-back picture.
It's so stupid. Let us know your thoughts down below, guys. Have a fantastic day. Forward and share, and forward and share, and forward and share.
And make sure to see our podcast every day at the Frank and Brian site on Facebook at 11 o'clock. These things are going for an hour, and they're absolutely killer. And you can participate by calling in. They're
It's a lot of
wonderful.
fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And subscribe for free. We'll catch you later here at the National Real Estate Post.
Chow mein.
Bye.
Chicken.